Hey y'all, we're going to start on page 94 today. So grab your roots book, your highlighter, your pen, all that good stuff. Let's highlight the root pan and underline its meaning, all. In his epic poem, Paradise Lost, John Milton calls the capital of hell Pandemonium, from the roots pan meaning all and daemon meaning demon, the home of all demons, a place of wild confusion and noise. Today, Pandemonium has come to mean any wild uproar or tumult. And let's get started with our first word. So our first word is panacea, a remedy for all ills or difficulties. And it comes from the root pan meaning all and akos meaning remedy, so a remedy for all, right? And I want you to take a look over here. We have the man holding the big bottle. Let this cure all your uncertainties. And then the cure-all, Baldwin's herbal blood pills, cures blackheads, pimples, blotches, boils, scurvy, irritation of the sun, bad legs, just everything, right? So those are panaceas, right? People who join cults are often looking for a panacea for their troubles. Very nice. All right. Our next word, Pan-American. Pan-American means including all of America, both North and South. Right? So we take a look. Everything from the very top to the very bottom. Okay? He hopes to participate in the Pan-American Games. Oh, and I forgot to do parts of speech with you. I'm sorry. So we have panacea, which is, of course, a noun, and Pan-American, which is, of course, a noun. The reason that might be useful is when we're working on those sentences later on, they might be very handy. Okay? Panchromatic. Sentence sensitive to light of all colors, from the roots pan meaning all and chrome meaning color, so all colors, right? The reason that this might be a little confusing is, of course, because I've put a black and white photo up. Panchromatic film specifically means black and white film that is sensitive to light of all colors. That's how we get the extremely detailed variations of gray here, because it is sensitive to every single color, right? So there's a lot of detail even in a black and white photo, okay? Panchromatic. The panchromatic film gave him excellent pictures. And it ends in IC, so we know what that means, right? Usually words that end in IC are what? Adjectives. Okay? Pandemonium. All right, pandemonium comes from, of course, pan meaning all and daemon meaning demon. It is the home of all demons in Milton's Paradise Lost, but more commonly used to refer to a wild uproar. So I want you to focus on that second definition, a wild uproar. And let's take a look at a wild uproar. I actually think you might be a little bit familiar with this particular kind of pandemonium. So right now, not pandemonium. Now pandemonium. Look at that craziness. That's quite an uproar, I see. Right? A wild uproar, in fact. All right, our next would be panoply, a full suit of armor or ceremonial attire or any magnificent or impressive array, right? So essentially getting all dressed up for something special, specifically with some kind of ceremonial touch to it, right? So I went ahead and went with the full suit of armor. That seemed like the best choice. It does have the roots pan, of course, meaning all, and hoplin, meaning armor, okay? So that's how you remember, all armor. Pretty easy. The woods in their full panoply of autumn foliage were an invitation to photographers. So they're all dressed up for autumn with their colorful leaves. Panorama, from the roots pan meaning all and harama meaning sight, so all sight, a view in all directions. And I went ahead and went with a panoramic picture here. So you can see, like, this is actually a corner, so in theory you wouldn't be able to take a picture that covered all of this. But because it's a panoramic picture, it gets the view in all directions. Pantheism. So it comes from the roots pan meaning all and the meaning God, and it has two different meanings. So the first is the doctrine that God is all the laws and forces of nature and the universe. He turned from the formal religion to a belief in pantheism. Okay, so the idea that God is in everything, kind of, right? And then the ancient belief in and worship of all gods. Pantheism was the religion of early Rome. Okay? Pantheon, from pan meaning all and the meaning God. So these two words are related. Let's go back. Pantheism, ism is a noun, but it refers to that set of beliefs. Pantheon is also a noun, but here it's referring to an actual place, a temple of all the gods. So, of course, the most famous being the Pantheon in Rome. And then our last word, pantomime. From the roots pan meaning all and mim meaning to imitate, so to imitate all, a theatrical performance in which the actors play all the parts with gestures and without speaking. And the option I've gone with here is actually something that one actor is playing with gestures and without speaking, but I think you'll get the idea here. Actually where the mime gets his name from, right? So you have the girl running and the mime walking a dog, right? And he feels so bad. And she pets his dog. See all the pantomiming happening here? Very nice, right? All right. So that is the root pan, meaning all. You should have pan, akos, chrome, daemon, hoplon, harama, the, and mim as roots for this week. All of your words are listed there. You don't have any in that introductory paragraph that aren't covered again. You will be responsible for completing exercise 1 this week, so please make sure to do that. That should be, yep, that's your only exercise for the week, and then you'll also have the Kia. Please remember that your roots quizzes this week, next week, and the week after are going to be on Wednesday. So your roots quiz next week is on Wednesday instead of Thursday. We have our pep rally, and we have, let's see what else we have coming up. Lots of fun things. So we're not going to be able to do roots on Thursdays for a little while, and you will all survive, I promise. Okay? But you need to be ready on Wednesday for your roots quiz and have your Kia turned in by advisory on Wednesday, okay? Good luck!